we talk about good offense beating good defense. Brett, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get to the fourth quarter with a game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row. That might end up being the difference here, B.A.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now here's Morant. Right side Bain. Back to Morant. Shoots over Paul. And it's Morant missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Lets it go from the wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Back to Morant. Crowder with a steal. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Bridges down low. Brooks defending. And the basket by Bridges.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Over Booker. Here's Morant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Here's Booker. After the basket by Memphis. Hits a three-pointer.
This is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Pass to Jackson. Paul against Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Outside Paul. Shoots over Morant. Out to Bridges. The 3. Sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 5.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
On the wing, Brooks. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Bain. Just 5 to shoot from behind the arc. And it's Brooks missing. The Suns leading. Bridges finds Booker. From deep. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Paul with it. Guarded by Morant. Booker for 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
And Phoenix has possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Kept alive. Crowder outside from downtown, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
On the wing, Bain. Adams against Ayton. Pass to Morant. Outside Bain. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Paul. Puts up a 3. And he gets it to go. Paul's got 6.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And here's Morant outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Paul can't get it to go.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now?
The fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Shoots over Bridges, and it's Brooks missing. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Paul finds Booker. The 3 is up. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. He has 6.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Paul. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bane. Back to Brooks. Crowder against Jackson. Up and over Crowder. Jackson can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Paul. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Morant. Now here's Bane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Morant against Paul. Morant, the pass to Bane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, we should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
Crowder, that's good.
And the defense has to bottle him up before Jay Crowder gets it going. But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Outside Paul. Shoots over Morant. Outside for Booker. Another basket for Phoenix.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Outside Booker. Paul, a screen on Bane. For three, Booker. And the Suns get another three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. Good on the shot. Booker's got 16 points now.
How smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
And here's Morant outside from beyond the arc, and then some.
Field goal.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. Takes the three. Buries it from three. Booker's got 19 points.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
And that concludes the first half. The Suns on top. They lead by 14. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a... About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the three slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. A nice shot by Booker.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Off target with the three. The Suns shooting 70% from the field. A performance that has been fun to watch. Booker no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bane finds Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires from deep. Memphis the rebound. Back to Brooks. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Booker no good. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. For three, Booker. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Morant against Booker. Takes a three. And it's Booker again missing.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Bane. And here's Morant. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Bane against Booker. Launches a three. Bane, no good. For Phoenix, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And he lobs it up top. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Adams with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Now Paul, 11 points in the game. All alone. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
From deep, Morant. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Jackson. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. Here's Bridges. And here's Booker. Guarded by Bane. Stolen by Bane. And it's Morant off the drive. Now here's Bane. 29 seconds left in the third quarter.
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
Morant against Paul. The rebound by Jackson. And the Grizzlies shooting a solid 47%. Brooks outside. Down low. Crowder with a steal. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in a good situation. Up by 30. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis, Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Morant, the pass to Bane. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Booker nails the wide open jumper. Booker's got 23.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
And here's Morant outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Outside Booker. And there's the drive. On the wing, Crowder. Back to Booker. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 25 points in the game.
And athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bane against Booker. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Booker fires from way outside. Booker missing again. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. To the left wing. Adams with a screen on Booker. Hangs. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Up top, Booker, guarded by Bane. Moran against Paul. The 3, Booker. Crowder right side. Here's the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Pass to Bane. The 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Booker against Bane. Booker, the pass to Paul. Over Morant. Paul, shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Jackson outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. 1:36 left in the 4th. Outside Morant. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside Booker. Cash money on the open jump shot. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
Fluid shooting motion of Devin Booker. So effortless.
And here's Morant outside. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 26.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Suns.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, BA, you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Now here's Paul. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah.
for a treat in this matchup, Greg.
Here we go.
With two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Bean with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the middle, here's Brooks. And the jump to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now, here's Bain. To the inside, here's Morant. And shot on the way. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Oh, and the jam by Adams.
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression. Look out, Rim.
Jackson kicks to George. Outside Leonard. Pass to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside for Jackson. Drills it from outside.
Reggie Jackson.
Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot. The rise and fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Here's the lob to Adams. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, the New Zealander shows a little hops on the alley-oop.
Outside, George. Fires the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant outside. Adams sets the pick for Jackson. Back to Morant. The feed to Adams. Oh, and the jam by Adams.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Out to Morris. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Memphis leading by 4. Morant looking around. Baseline try. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Brooks outside. Morant with it. Jackson on him. Adams' shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Leonard, and Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Memphis out in front.
On your feet, fans.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit. Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
Outside, George. The 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Morant against Jackson. And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Outside, George. Jackson finds George. Out to Morris. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul, Doris, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. The shot by George, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Jackson against Morant. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. 20 feet out, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Morant's got 10.
A confident shooter. When Morant sees an opportunity to pull up, he does not pass it up.
Outside, George, and the pass to Jackson. Outside for George. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Morris. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Memphis moving it around. To the paint. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now George. 10 points for him. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Morant against Jackson. And finished up by Morant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morant against Jackson. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. It's tipped. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals even though he doesn't naturally handle it.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Pass to George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. And that'll be his third foul so far.
13 foul.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. And here's Leonard from three. Not going to go that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Brooks. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first. And what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Here's George. And the rejection by Jackson. And again, Memphis running the court in transition. And it's Morant missing. Clippers trail by 10. And George, here we go. Count that bucket. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
Morant passes to Jackson. He dishes it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And it's Leonard top of the key. A floater. Brooks grabs the board. 2 on the clock. And so we wrap up the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3. Tillman passes to Concho. And Jones has it in the corner. There's the pick. Down low, Covington with the steal. Powell down low, working on Green, and the shot goes in. Batum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. And another turnover here by Memphis.
Clippers ball.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Powell. Outside Covington. Wall up top. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 8.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Good D by Covington. Clippers trail by 8. Outside, Wall. inside. Batum. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Batum's got his second bucket. Talking about Batum, that buyout door seemed to really rejuvenate him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
Here's Wall. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Passes it to Powell. Stolen. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jones is running. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Robert Covington picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so he makes both from the line. Clippers trail by 10. Wall looking it over. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got his first 2 points.
John Wall is assertive when he touches the paint. This guy always capable of doing damage inside.
Wall against Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Takes it inside. Green controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, Danny Green making an effort on the backboards. That is tireless work.
Here's Wall, and the layup's good off the glass. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
1:24 left to play here in the third. Here's Green, and Covington sends it back.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington, sends it back.
Batum, good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Jones against Wall. The pass to Concho. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Tillman. And it's good, 2 points. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Pass to Powell. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Morant. 14 points for him. Payne looking around. Back to Morant. Rebounded by Covington.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
The shot by Powell, no good. Morant outside, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged, puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 8. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and we see it right there on display.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, the Claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Jackson against Morant. Left side Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Shot clock at 5. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Brooks. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Morant outside. Shot from free throw range. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Pass to Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Shoots inside. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Back to Leonard. This is to Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Morant against Jackson. Morant left side. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Now here's Morant. The pass to Adams. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Morant. Great D that time from Leonard. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Morris finds George. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Morant against Jackson. Adams with the screen on Jackson. Here's Morant. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a great option in these pick and rolls. We know he's a high percentage finisher, guys.
A shot by George, wide open. No good on the 3.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. John Wall comes in for Reggie Jackson. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Wall against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. This one for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Morant outside. Here he goes. Brooks finds Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Bain passes to Jackson. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's stolen by Adams.
His third personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. And he can play a specific role for you, or he could be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And so here's Memphis. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Morant with it. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Paul off the drive. It's Bridges on the wing. 6 to shoot. Paul, shot is off. It's George on the wing. Pass to Morris. Jackson outside. Leonard outside. Back to Jackson. From the arc. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix will come the other way and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Pass to Zubac. It's George on the drive. Now Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's gotten his second bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. Leonard's got 7 points.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Paul for 3. And Bridges, here we go. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And here's George. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. The 3 is up. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Now Leonard. Nice D from Bridges.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Paul finds Booker. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Offensive rebound. Ayton laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Morris outside. George outside. The kick out to Morris. Jackson outside. Pass to George. Shoots over Booker. George's shot is off. The Suns have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Zubac with the steal. Leonard passes to Morris. George for 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. George has got 6 points.
The D has to know where PG is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Here's Booker. And that one's long.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
George against Paul. Kicks it to George. Clock at 6. With the fadeaway. George with another miss. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great.
And your Clippers Houston team. Please welcome to the floor.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. George finds Leonard. Let's go with a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 12. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. The Suns go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Nifty move. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Covington comes in for Morris. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. Wall against Paul. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision. I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play. You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
George passes to Wall. Back to George. Outside Wall. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Zubats. Leonard outside. 5 on the clock. Leonard double team. Zubats finds Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Leonard on the wing, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Booker for three, and the Suns get another three.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Leonard on the wing. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. Leonard defending. Paul for three. Covington grabs the board. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
23 seconds left in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Zubac. And the shot goes in. Zubac has got his first points of the game.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Bridges. Puts it up from 15 to get it again. The kick out to Paul. Fires the three. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns on top, up 2. And join us.
The Suns, 24.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. George for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Pass to Wall. Out to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wall. Three-pointer. Tries to save it. The Suns clear it. Good chance here for Booker. That one no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Paul. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's George. And it's good. 2 points. George has got 8.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Batum's checked in for Zubac. Man comes in for Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Jackson in for Wall. Great positioning on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Powell in the post. Booker defending. Covington no good. The Suns leading. And Booker, here we go. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 9 points in the game.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
It's Powell on the wing. Batum outside. Jackson outside. Clock at 4. Lets the three fly. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's a three from Paul. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And we're going to have a jump ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Bridges, and he gets that one. Mann's got his first basket, and you're last year in the league, the 12-13 season. You played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Stolen by Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Jacks up a three. Sinks the tray. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
Jackson, the pass to Batum. Over Crowder. Kicks it out to Jackson. Powell outside. Second chance shot. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Suns have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Come on and make some noise.
Will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Covington. Morris comes in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Mann. And it's George in for Powell. And Jackson, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 5.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Pass to Booker. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. And George with some nice D. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And now just a 4-point Suns lead.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Thank you, let's make some noise. Suns assess the time. Who out there wants a free?
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter here.
For your Clippers spirit.
Here's Paul. Knocks down the step-back J. He's got 11.
A solid shooter. Once CP3 sees available space, he's going to take that shot.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Suns on top. They lead by 6. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Paul. Another shot. Crowder outside. Out to the right wing. Paul against Jackson. The offensive rebound. Outside for Booker. There's the 3. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
It's tough to contain Booker on the catch and shoot because of his smooth, quick release. Impressive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, at the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told his team, quote, "We can do this. This is why we put in the work. This is the moment the work pays off." He's coaching them up for a victory.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And Jackson gets double-teamed. Here's George. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Booker. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Paul against Jackson. Here's Ayton. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. Just 5 on the clock. And Ayton gets it to go.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
It's George on the wing. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Zubac. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Booker for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Here's George. They need this. Here's Zubac. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Phoenix has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Ayton, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. A nice shot by Zubac. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Paul with it. Tries the spin move. From 13. No good off the back of the rim.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Jackson, pass to George. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Jackson against Paul. Paul draws the double. And stolen by Leonard.
Only one defender will get the steal in the stat sheet, but both guys made an impact there on D.
Here's
Wait a second. That was insane.
So disrespectful. It all happened in an instant, turning defense into offense. I love it.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Personal foul. First team foul.
fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Now Paul. From outside the arc. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Morris outside. Leonard for 3. No good on the shot. The Suns go the other way with it. Now here's Paul. Driving to the basket. Crowder outside. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
24 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And here's Paul. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was...
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Off target with his 3. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been at 90% or over multiple times in his career.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. For 3, Booker, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Now, here's Morant for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Morant with the steal. Puts it up from 15. Bain passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Morant against Paul. Shoots over Morant. Paul with the buckets.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Here's Bain following the basket by Chris Paul. Morant dishes to Jackson. And the 3 off target. Phoenix has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Bain passes to Brooks. That one's not going to go. The Suns go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over Bain. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's special.
Deep. Crowder pulls it in. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 3-point lead. Bridges kicks to Crowder. And there's the pass to Booker. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. Brooks outside. And stolen by Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field. For the key, Morant. Adams right side. Morant outside. Left side, Bain. No good. That would have tied it. Suns leading by 3. Booker the pass to Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Trying to end the drought. The shot, no good. Suns have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Paul goes in. Quick shot there, and it's off target. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. And he drives in. Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Here's Morant. Rejected by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it from 11 feet away. That shot is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant passes to Bain. for three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And Morant gets it to go.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Paul against Morant. Passes it to Bridges. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Morant. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Booker going inside. Capitalizes off the crossover. Booker's got 5.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
The drive by Bane. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Paul dishes to Booker. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Adams. Morant looking around. Here's Jackson. Here's Adams. Out to Morant. Knocks it loose. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Paul. It's another look. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Morant against Paul. Booker in the corner. Shot clock at 6. No good on the triple.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Brooks finds Adams. Jackson with it. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morant against Bridges. Payton for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bridges passes to Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
1:09 left in the first half of the game. Adams down low. He's against Crowder, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Booker with it. He has 7. A crossover. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the fourth guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder. Fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now here's Morant. He has 5. Here's Adams, who's back up. It's hauled in by the Suns. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker against Bain. Crowder dishes to Booker. Over Bain. Kicks it out to Paul. Outside Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The 3 from Morant. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8.
With the score, the Grizzlies 11, the Suns 19.
And put your hands together and get loud for the Zablockies.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Desmond Bain out there with Jones. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. On the wing, Jones. Defended by Paul. Outside, Bain takes a 3. Here's Jackson. Rejected by Crowder. And he gets it back. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of his shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Jones, following the basket by Chris Paul. Bain for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Brooks. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. The Grizzlies trail by 7. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Bain. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton with the block.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Inside, here's Jones, and the rejection by Ayton. Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. Second chance shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. That's a 2 from Paul. Booker looking around. Over Bain. The kick out to Crowder. Buries it from 3-point range. Crowder's got 8 points.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Outside, Bain. Jones. No one around him. The Grizzlies with another miss. Suns leading by 10. Ball outside. Kicks to Bridges. Over Adams. And there's Bridges on the assist by Paul. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Brooks misses. Suns have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Bridges kicks to Paul. Again, Phoenix.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Once Paul gets any kind of airspace, he's taking that shot.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. Clock at 6. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And another miss by Memphis.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now Crowder, after Steven Adams missed from long range. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Booker's shot is good.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
Jones drives in. Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. No good at the rim. And so it's Phoenix out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 17-point game. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now Paul, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Jones against Paul. Ayton trying to break free. Was shot by Paul, no good. On the basket by Jones. And Phoenix has possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Booker finds Paul. Suns moving the ball around. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Now the pass to Adams. Can't hit that one.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
It's stolen by Jones. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Phoenix leading by 15. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Over Bain. It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Paul. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Goes back up, and it's Adams getting it to go.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The 19-foot shot. Paul can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Outside, Bain. He kicks it to Adams. Passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Now here's Paul. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Paul left side. Booker right side. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball.
And all of a sudden, it's finally coming together for them. The deficit is still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Here's Paul, following the basket by John Morant. Outer dishes to Paul, just 5 on the clock. No good with the elbow jump. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 13-4 run. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Out to Brooks. Launches a 3. Jay Crowder with the rebound. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
On the wing, Booker. Driving in. Puts it up. Phoenix, no good that time either. And stolen by Ayton. He dishes it to Paul. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. Here's Morant after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Up top, Brooks launches it. Good, and the setup by Morant.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Jackson, pass to George. Back to Jackson. Covington against Jackson. George outside. Fires the three. And he can't get that one. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Here's Morant. To the inside. And stolen by Covington. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. Out to Covington. Brooks against Leonard.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
He hits the second from the line.
And Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Brooks outside. Outside Bane, three-pointer, and he buries his first look. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. Morant against Jackson. Morant, the pass to Adams. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Jackson against Morant. Leonard right side. From outside the arc. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard on the take. Covington finds George. And George with the jam.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Morant against Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to Morant. There's the triple. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
George with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Morant.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Memphis leading.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's Brooks. Outside for Morant. And the three off target.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
George outside. Leonard against Jackson. Zubac passes to Leonard. Puts up a three. That bucket makes him 3 for 5. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. against Jackson. Leonard with a screen on Morant. Jackson pass to Leonard. Outside Bain. Back to Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. Down low. Here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Out to Covington. Takes a three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Covington's range is a big asset for this offense.
Jackson against Morant. Spins. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
George for three. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter.
And your Clippers UNC. Coming onto the court.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
The two-way threats of George. Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow!
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Outside Covington. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. It's an even 3-on-3 break. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Jackson pass to Covington. Inside, George. And George with the jam.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce. I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Bain, the pass to Morant. No good. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. And Covington, here we go. Jackson finds Covington. George outside. Out to Covington. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Back to Jackson. To the middle. Outside Covington. Jacks up a 3. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard for 3. Offensive board. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up.
Second personal foul.
The free throw drops for Morant.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant.
And Morant drops them both. 1:16 left in the second period. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Jackson finds Zubac out to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Everyone, give a big round of applause for
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of this one. Jackson down low, hounded by Morant. Jackson against Morant. It's Covington on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's George. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Jackson against Morant. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Down low. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Covington. Here's George. No good there. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been.
Your Clippers, 19. The Grizzlies, 23.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
You're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Danny Green is out there with Xavier Tillman. Batum gets the bucket.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Memphis leading. Jones with the ball. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. The kick out to Wall. Counted from distance. Wall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Coming into the league, Wall didn't take many threes, but he's added this dimension to his game.
Pass to Tillman. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Jones against Wall. Powell right side. Man. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. And for man, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Back to Batum. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And that one good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Right wing. Cuts off the pass. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game. A line change here for Memphis.
First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brooks outside. Up top, Morant. Back to Brooks. Adams up top. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Left side wall. Here's man. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
And being that wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Bain. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Powell's shot is off.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Jackson finds Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Wall, the pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the inside. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Back to Bain. Pass to Morant. Shot clock at 5. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Now here's Wall. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Driving inside. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Morant. A shot from the high post. And he knocks the jumper down. And now a 3-point Memphis lead.
So good at taking what the D gives him. Morant keeping the game simple.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got to play. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been good. 54% in this one. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
Memphis leading. Now Morant. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And here's Adams. 6 to shoot. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. 13 feet out, and it's Morant missing. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Picked by Covington. Lets the three fly. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, smart positioning by Covington. Just utilizing the corner to find a three-point opportunity.
Morant, pass to Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. There's the drive, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
A standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
At BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. Was not going to be denied.
It's George with the drive, and he banks in the layup. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of ball.
Outside Bain. Brooks finds Morant. Pass to Adams. Zubac with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's George. He got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Covington, a screen on Brooks. Here's Leonard. Blocked again!
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Bain, pass to Adams. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Zubac. George drives in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Desmond Bain. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Can you say prime time player Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game?
Here's Leonard. To the paint. Zubac shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Jackson outside. Outside for Brooks. Adams a screen. Bain, pass to Adams. Shoots over Zubac. There's the block. Tries to keep it alive. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. The 3, George. Adams grabs the miss. Well, the Grizzlies shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's George. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And it's Morant off the drive. Yes!
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Pass to George.
Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
4 on the clock. Out to Leonard. Tries again. No good. Morant with it. To take the lead. Yes!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled. And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Money!
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Guys, your thoughts?
This has to be a lob close enough to the basket to tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And so the big win by Brook.
get ready for some NBA. And this should be a very interesting matchup tonight. Plenty of guys, Doris, on the floor who play, as you like to say, the right way.
Right, Kevin. Experience always broadens your perspective. They understand what goes into winning, and they understand that good habits are built on a nightly basis. They want to make good decisions. These are fundamentally sound groups.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now Leonard, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Bridges, here's Crowder, and Crowder is it in.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Jackson against Paul. Crowder with the steal. Pushing it up. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Here's the Clippers.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
A three from Leonard. It doesn't go for him. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Paul passes to Bridges. He dishes it to Ayton. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now Paul George missing from long range. Wasted no time on that one.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from 3, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. On the wing, George. Will it go? Jay Crowder with the rebound. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Booker with a deep 3. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. George way outside. That doesn't go either for George. Phoenix is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Again, the miss by Booker. Clippers trail by 7. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Morris. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns shooting 43% since taking the floor today. To the inside, stolen by Zubats. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over
Ayton, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Still without a basket in the game. Leonard, no luck.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Clippers trail by 7. Jackson kicks to Zubats. They need this one. And it's good on the way up.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
And Paul gets it to go in.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Jackson passes to Zubats. The shot comes out.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Jackson against Paul. The dish to Booker. Now Paul. It's It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint and stolen by Ayton. Booker with no one around drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 6.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
Outside, George. A 3. That one doesn't go. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 8. And the second quarter.
And please give a big round of applause.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers again turning it over. Suns leading by 10. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Jackson against Bridges. Jackson misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Booker. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Down low, Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Reggie Jackson.
Leonard's got his first points of the game. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Oh, no one around him. It's good from long range.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
George passes to Jackson. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And he commits the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Paul surveying the floor. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Paul's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Pass to man. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now the Suns, a fast break, count the basket. 11 points for Chris Paul.
I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Outside, Batum. The pass to Powell. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
Norman
Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Bridges dishes to Paul. 5 on the clock. From deep. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Boy, we think of Chris Paul as the master of setting up teammates, but when he starts to cook, look out.
Oh, Covington in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
Powell against Booker. The 3. Bridges outside. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. Powell kicks to Batum. Passes it to Man. From downtown. Doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. For three, Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And Phoenix pushing it up now, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Takes it out to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. For the three. Bridges with the board. Ball passes to Crowder. From past the arc. Drops in the tray. Crowder's got 5 now.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Batum for three. No good on the last second attempt there. And the first half is now in the books. The Suns up
28. The Clippers 13.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Man in at the 3 slot. Outside, George puts up a 3, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Crowder with the steal. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a great sense for what's happening on the court. DeAndre Ayton, so many ways to score.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Stolen by Zubac. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Inside, and stolen by Ayton. For 3, Booker hits the three-point bomb. Booker's got 9.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, George. Looking to end the run. Pass to Zubac. Bridges with the board. Bridges got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball against Leonard. Shot on the wing. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Pass to George from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Phoenix. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And a deep 3 from Booker. Suns keep it alive. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 12.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Paul for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Jackson passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Boy, that has to be a relief. Ending a 14-0 run by Phoenix.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And Paul launches it from deep. Phoenix no good that time either. Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Covington's shot is off.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
From deep three-point range, and it's Paul missing. Paul's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. No one near Wall as he lets it go. No good from outside. Well, Phoenix shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And it's Ayton missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Wall with the steal. And Batum kicks to Powell. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Booker from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. For 3, Booker. The tray. Suns keep it alive. Ayton, the pass to Booker. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Knocked away. Bridges against Powell. Ball taking his time here. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's George. Zubac, a screen on Booker. Nobody near George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got himself on the board with 3 there. Paul against Jackson. Launches it. The shot by Paul, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. And George with the stuff.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out of transition.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transitions. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. He had a nice open look right there.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
There's the pass to Bridges. Driving inside. Phoenix, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 21. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Zubac against Paul. And the rejection by Zubac. And here they come. And Leonard puts it up from deep three. Rebound by the Suns.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. No good from Booker. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Zubac finds Leonard. Zubac in the post. Ayton's there. No good from Zubac.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
In the corner, Crowder with it. It's stolen by Morris. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They